What's up, guys? Dimebot here. Welcome back to Elite Dangerous Into the Beyond. This is the new chapter, and this is the crate that we're looking at here. I've gone ahead and picked one up and done some outfitting on it, which we'll cover in just a minute. But first off, this is just a really nice looking ship. I like the design. I thought I wasn't going to like the wings sticking past the cockpit at first, but they don't really stick past the cockpit. You're kind of a little bit out in front of them. It has a lot of great visibility. It's a little cut off to the top right and top left, but you can look pretty much straight up and you have good visibility down. So overall, I really like the design of this ship. It's going to set you back about 40 to 45 million depending on where you buy it. And let's jump into the internals. Of course, we have 7A power distributor and power plant, 6A thrusters. I've gone ahead and engineered as much as I could, as high as I could. Most of this ship is class 3 or above, except for my power plant and the thrusters. Of course, mileage is going to vary depending on how many materials you have. And optional internals, I've chosen to go with some hull reinforcements and a fighter bay. And we'll talk about fighters in a second. I still think they're mainly only useful for multi-crew. Mine gets blown away pretty quickly. Hardpoints, I've chosen to go with 3 Class C beam lasers and 2 multi-cannons. They are engineered. Of course, you can tweak this setup. I'm thinking about messing around with a plasma accelerator on top. But let's jump into some combat and talk about this ship and how it handles. And first off, it's got good turning. It feels nice to fly. I never really liked the Python that much. I do really like the Krait and the way it handles. I like the visibility. It just feels good to fly, which is, very important since it's a space game. As far as weapons go, as you can see, the lasers have a nice convergence. The gimbaled multi-cannons have got some really good tracking. They've got a good arc in the front of the ship, so unlike some other ships, Cobra Mark IV, I'm looking at you. Weapons convergence on this thing is not really a problem. Also, it's got fairly strong shields. It's got a really good boost rate. I believe I saw this thing top out at 383, which is nice speed. I actually was trying to dock a fighter, and I was outrunning the Taipan, so yeah. Here's one of my favorite things. Those multi-cannons right there are just so cool. I love looking out the windows and seeing them. And here we're taking on a Viper, a Mark IV. You can chew through the shields pretty easily and get some good hull damage. The ship just feels nice to fly. Can't wait to try it out in multi-crew, but overall, I would definitely consider buying this. Now, there are some trade-offs versus the Python if you really love the Python. You're going to be losing, I believe it is, 1 Class 6 optional internal, which could be a pretty good chunk of cargo space. So if you're thinking about trading, there are some trade-offs. You're going to not have quite as much room. I believe I got this thing up to 228 tons doing a cargo fit. As far as jump range with an engineered FSD at grade 4 engineering, we are up to about 26 light years, so anticipate maybe getting up into 30 with a grade 5, and maybe a little bit more if you do a lot of lightweight module and stripping. So going to be able to get a decent travel range out of it. I wouldn't really say it's going to be a perfect explorer, but it's certainly going to be viable for that. Yeah, overall, just my first impressions of the ship, it's very fun. It does have kind of a utilitarian look to the inside of the cockpit when you just look around. There's some neat stuff behind you, like a big board showing Galnet news, but it's a Falcon de Lacy ship. It's functional, has good visibility, and really that's all I can say for the cockpit. Outside, the ship looks great. Inside, kind of meh. If we ever get space legs and can walk around, maybe we'll see what the rest of it looks like. But guys, that has just been my quick impressions on it. I would definitely recommend buying it. Maybe buy it as a supplement to your Python if you want something different to fly, or if you're working your way up to a Python, maybe think about buying the Krait. Good ship, a lot of fun. Alright guys, if you liked the video, if you found it helpful, hey, like, subscribe, hit that little bell icon so you know when I release new content. I will see you guys next time.